After a shaky start on January 20th in extreme cold, I focus on getting myself to the first place of civilization on the trail, Braeburn Roadhouse, 100 miles in. If I can make it past there, it's another 80 miles to Carmacks village. I just have to try not to do too many stupid things. On day 4, I stopped to go through the slow but necessary process of converting snow into boiling water. The stove wouldn't light. I had to make camp there and build a fire. Without thinking, I built it right in the middle of the trail and melted a giant hole into it. In the morning, I had to shovel snow, like a dog, with my gloved hands to fill in the hole. Without my stove, I need another fire on day 5. I camp outside a locked trapper's cabin. Water made over a fire tastes like smoke. Smoked water. Gourmet. It's about 8:30 in the morning and I'm just getting myself ready to go for the day. It is about 27 kilometers, I think, to Braeburn. So I should make it there, maybe even in the light if I pack up really quickly and do the usual, eat some food on the go. I'm tired today. It was about 8 p.m. when I reached camp, and not until midnight before I could be in bed. Just with having to make the fire and boil the water, boil the snow, and to get the water, and take care of my feet and make food. It adds up pretty fast. Setting up the tent and trying to charge some electronics. It really does add up pretty quickly. The weather changes from extreme cold to extreme warm, bringing with it a different set of winter thru-hiking issues. Warm snow is soft, heavy, and wet. It's hard to pull over. There's more friction. Frozen creeks melt, creating potentially dangerous overflow. There are more chances of falling through rotten ice and snow bridges. Sweating is problematic. And then there's wet shoes. I came down this hill there, saw the cross's warning of something, and had a little smile, not thinking it would be quite as exciting as this. This is an incredible section of overflow. Very, very slow to get across here. The Neos overboots will keep me dry, but they're very slippery.
guys. Hey, see you up ahead. It's the moment of truth after listening to the snow fall all night on the tent. And it doesn't look too bad. Maybe an inch. Oh, hooray. I think that's doable. I just came across here. There were a lot of danger stakes, and there's some open water here too. Just didn't really want to hang out right there, but I realized that that makes an excellent place to get my water that I know I need today, and boiling water is so much faster than boiling snow. You need a lot of snow. So I got the stove out, which I repaired last night. It took 2 hours, and it was still being a little bit fussy this morning for me, or this afternoon now. But I'll probably be here, a solid hour, I reckon, by the time I boil a couple of liters of water to last me the next day and a half, and then also I'm going to boil up a massive batch of polenta, because last night I ate a little bit of instant porridge for dinner, which was really my breakfast, and then I ate the rest of it for breakfast. And so there is my polenta with turmeric and fake bacon bits, which is some like soy protein, I found out, and some other things. It's not completely natural, but it makes it taste way better. And then dried chives, and that was last night's dinner. That's now going to be today's lunch, and I'm going to really enjoy that. I realized as I'm sitting here watching the pot not boiling yet, the water not boiling yet, that I should be taking advantage of charging my Power Monkey. I should always take advantage if I'm just sitting around. I had 61% left on it, but since you never know what could happen. Today is Friday. I don't know. January. Still January. So I've been on the trail for a week now. I started out on a Friday. And then I had a day and a half off for the weather. I'm on some lake between Braeburn and Carmacks. There's so many little lakes. And it's after Frank Lake and before Ken Lake. In doing the maths several days ago, I realized that I was never going to get to Fairbanks in 40 days. Not with the weight of everything, not with my ability, not with the amount I was willing to put myself through in order to try to do it, the risks I would have to take, potentially getting more wet clothing, going with wet shoes, macerated French foot. There's just too many risks. I could maybe lose some weight in my pack, in my bulk, if I carried less fuel, camp fuel. I just won't go there. So those are the choices that I'm making for my trip, for my journey. Which means that I gave up on 40 days to Fairbanks. So this might be a 40-day journey. might be a 10-day journey if I get over it. If it is a 40-day journey, it'll be to somewhere. But it's a journey no matter what. And that I'm starting to become very good with. I think tonight's dining delicacy is going to be porridge with Udo's oil and I think I just forgot I had this chocolate powder stuff, like hot chocolate powder, even vegan friendly. And I think I'm going to put a bit of that in it.
A winter race or thru-hike is in large part a dressing competition. It's all about layering up and down with the temperature and terrain all day long. Patience and diligence are good skills to have out there. Sweating, which means soaked clothes, can lead to hypothermia come nighttime if you're in wet gear.
That's a 6-kilometer long lake, Mandana Lake, that I just came off of. The trail comes across, and I just came onto land here, headed for Carmacks. And now, for the first time a week later, I get to see the Yukon River again. There she is. That's a lot of jumble ice down there. Right now, I got some more sloggerific unbroken trail.
On day 9, I traveled 45 kilometers over 11.5 hours to reach Carmacks hours after sunset. The approach to the village was on the very wide Yukon River. I had to guess at the last 2 kilometers, pulling in the dark through the jumble ice, which was also a jumble of snowmobile tracks. There were no quest markers out yet. The rangers put them in at the last minute near villages because the kids will muck with them. I arrived at the hotel at 8:50 p.m., 10 minutes before the restaurant closed. I got an order in quick and tried to smile with gratitude, but my upper lip was so chapped I think it looked like a toothy grimace. I ate that veggie lasagna like a true sled dog.